Okay, welcome to race 6. It's the Doncaster Cup. Our highest rated runner is The Lawnmower for Paul Rhodes, and it is our 5-2 favourite. We are moving down 15-2. We've got Thunder from Matty McLean's stable, Death Rattle, Nick Driver, 8-1 Beryl Grosvenor, 11-2 Starp from David Robinson's stable. They're in the hands of the starter. They're away and running. Caught them in a good line. Couple out wide are just holding up a bit to drop back down towards the rails, and that's Yates and Grandeur Cummel. And our early leader is Adel Maitara, who's out crossed over from wide, and Satwa Russelliana and Orency are there as well with The Lawnmower, just sitting in behind them in fourth. Then we've got Starp out wide in the blue and purple. From Beryl Grosvenor, Game of War, No Class, then Yates, and who's now last. Down past the 15 furlong, and Satwa Russelliana is our clear leader, out by about 4 lengths to Adel Maitara. Third up on the outside now is Starp. Orency is down on the rails in fourth, and outside of that is Musical Street from The Lawnmower. Then we have No Class, Twin Oaks, Thunder, Beryl Grosvenor, Grandeur Cummel, Yeats from Death Rattle, and Game of War last. They make their way to the 12.5 furlong, and it's Satwa Russelliana still setting a cracking pace. Out by 3.5, 4, 2 Musical Street and Starp. Adel Maitara is there at long odds, 100-1. Then we've got Orency from The Lawnmower, Thunder, No Class, Twin Oaks. Then Yeats, Grandeur Cummel from Beryl Grosvenor, Game of War, and Death Rattle is last. At the 11 furlong, and Satwa Russelliana still out by at least 3.5 from Starp, who's now a clear second horse from Musical Street, who's about 4 or 5 wide. The Lawnmower even wider in fourth spot from Orency, Adel Maitara, Thunder, Yeats. Then we've got Game of War moving into the race from No Class, Grandeur Cummel from Twin Oaks, Beryl Grosvenor dropping out with Death Rattle. At the 9 furlong, and Satwa Russelliana by 3 from The Lawnmower, who's now clear in second placing from Starp. Then we have Musical Street, Game of War, No Class, Adel Maitara. Then we have Thunder from Twin Oaks, Grandeur Cummel, Orency, Beryl Grosvenor, and Yates is last. At the 7 furlong, still Satwa Russelliana by 2 from The Lawnmower, now moving a little closer. Starp is sitting on the pace well. Then they've got about 2 length break to Game of War, who's wide. Then we have Twin Oaks on the fence from Thunder, Death Rattle, Grandeur Cummel coming into the race now. From Musical Street, Beryl Grosvenor, Adel Maitara, Orency, and Yates dropping off. At the 5 furlong and 1,000 metres to run, and Satwa Russelliana still by 2 to The Lawnmower, then 1.5 to Starp. Then we have 2 to Death Rattle, Grandeur Cummel, and Game of War, No Class. Beryl Grosvenor starting to get a little closer midfield. Thunder, Twin Oaks. And then we've got a bit of a 3-length gap to Orency, who's dropping off with Yates, and Adel Maitara is tailing out. At the 2.5 furlong, and Satwa Russelliana fighting on strongly. Is only a half now to Starp, who's moving up on the outside and now takes the lead at the 2 furlong. It's Starp by a length to Satwa Russelliana. The Lawnmower third with Game of War and No Class. Then we have Death Rattle and Beryl Grosvenor at the furlong, and Starp may have stolen this. It's out by 3 to No Class and Game of War, The Lawnmower as they run on down to the half. It's Starp in front. The jockey's confident, and I say Starp's got this one, and it has, from No Class. Game of War third, The Lawnmower fourth. A strong run there by Starp for David Robinson. Congratulations. No Class second. Game of War, Leon van Rensburg third. The Lawnmower for Paul Rhodes. Maybe a little disappointing running fourth. Then Death Rattle for Nick Driver in fifth.